Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this call. My name is Dina Kretzer. I'm an independent consultant and National Vice President with Arbonne. And if you're a guest and wondering, what have I gotten on? We do calls like this fairly often just to invite guests to learn more about a different aspect of Arbonne and to get to know us in this particular Arbonne family a little bit. And yet, or in addition, not yet, with all this social distancing, all of our consultants love these calls because we get to see each other. It's such a treat. We never knew that was something that just might not happen all the time. And so we are so grateful for these calls and a moment to communicate and just look and see each other's smiling faces, because there is a lot of love and community in this team. And tonight, Area Manager Fran Babishak and Regional Vice President Amber Fry and I are going to use this time to share a little bit of an overview of our 30 Days to Healthy Living program and our personal experience with it. So as I begin, since I know y'all are multitaskers and can do two things at once, if you can listen to me and share in the chat if you've done this before, one benefit, just, not your essay, but just one benefit that you've received from it. And if you are a consultant or a guest who's already done it, and if you are a newer consultant or a guest who is thinking maybe about doing it, you type in there something that you would love to get from it. What would you love to have happen in your health if you're doing this? So while y'all are thinking, energy. Okay, I'm going to have to make myself not look at that because I'm going to read that. I'm going to share a little bit about my relationship with this program. I began my Arbonne business 13 years ago. Our incredible anti-aging skincare line had launched a couple of years before that, and that was setting the country on fire. I had so much fun sharing that, and I saw these protein shakes in the back of the catalog and thought, whatever. I didn't pay too much attention to them. And I pulled an old catalog out because I want you to see this. I always save the catalog. This is, you can't really see it, but this is 99% of the catalog. And hidden back here, do you see those little cans that look like coffee cans? Those were our shakes, Figure 8 weight loss. Energy Fizz had not even come out yet. And when it did, it came out in energy tabs that took 5 minutes to dissolve once you put them in water. And you had to break them and put one half in and the other half in if you were using a plastic bottle. So literally the protein shakes were given this little afterthought of a few pages in the back. And I didn't care. I was just like, I'm all about the skincare and makeup. Well, a few months in, I was an area manager and I was sold on this company and this business. And I thought, I am going to the top of the company. I'm going to be doing this business for the rest of my life. I need to know about all our products, even these shakes, and I'm going to try them. And if they're as bad as all protein shakes in the world are, I will be honest with my clients and say, you guys need to stick to the skincare. Trust me. And I was floored when I tried my first shake. That was 12 years ago-ish. And I have made one every single morning that I have been home, and many mornings that I'm on trips and many times on an airplane. I love my shakes. And that's what I want for breakfast every single morning. Not only do I love the taste, but I love that I am full and satisfied, and nothing I ever did before was giving me 20 grams of protein. So for the next few years, I happily made my shakes, almond milk, almond butter, all my combinations of frozen berries and chocolate and vanilla protein. And then I came to love the Energy Fizz tabs and the Energy Fizz sticks. But in 2011, when Arbonne came out with this 30 Days to Healthy Living, I got to be honest and tell you, I was not excited about it because my little brain saw that list of what you could not have and was like, you've got to be kidding. And I know that might have been some of your reactions when you first started it, because that is, there's so much more to it, but we tend to look at what can we not do? What can we not do? Good lesson for today too, right? We can't focus on what we can't do in life right now, focus on what we can. And I thought, I'm going to have to do this because how can I tell my team they should try it? How can any of us introduce it to our clients? So the more I read about it, the more I understood. Our digestive system is overworked. It's processing all this gluten and dairy and soy and caffeine and sugar. And it's not about saying you can never have those things again. It's about giving the body 30 days off, giving it a vacation, a rest, letting it reset, and letting it remove these toxins from our system. Do you know, I could not have even explained back then what a toxin was related. Everybody muted. I can hear a lot of background noise. Um, I couldn't have explained what a toxin was as it related to food and our body. I could explain a toxin like a chemical that you use to kill weeds. I understood toxins. But what was a toxin as it related to food? And the definition is anything that the body cannot use for fuel. Ooh, that is what it is. Well, then I had lots of toxins going in there. You know, the body is smart and it's not going to let these toxins go to our vital organs. So it stores them. And where does it most store them most? It's that, well, you can't see me, but I'm putting, you know, the muffin around here that is quickly going down because I'm doing 30 days again, because it's that visceral fat where it stores them, which is why so many people have that little, you know, extra around the middle. So I did it. And it was way easier than I thought it would be. I was floored. I tried to get off coffee before, and I always had headaches and was so grouchy that my husband would pretty much make a cup and bring it to me. Please just inject this into your system. I was perfectly happy because of the fizz sticks. And somebody's typing bloating. Oh my goodness. I noticed I was no longer bloated like I always was. I thought being bloated and feeling discomfort after a meal was just my normal. There were times I would just have to lie down after a perfectly normal, non-spicy, non-overeating meal. And I realized when I started putting the different categories back in one by one, that was the dairy. And, you know, I did not have sugar cravings during this. And so going forward, I have not put dairy back in at all. That's my worst one. I've barely put gluten in, and I have done everything under the sun to eliminate sugar, which is a hard one, even if you're not a sugar dessert person, because it's just in so many things. And the list I found of what we cannot have is so far outweighed by what we can have. And we support you through recipes and meal plans, grocery shopping list if you want that much detail. We do it primarily through a Facebook group. We're working on getting that on our team's site so that if you don't have Facebook, no problem. We'll just have it all on the website coming soon. And if you're right now, your consultant can email it to you. And it is all about gut health. The health of the gut affects our skin. It affects our everything. It affects mental, emotional health because serotonin is produced in the gut. And Fran Babishak and Amber Fry both have really great stories of their experience with it. They were a whole lot more open to it than I was at the beginning. And I want you to hear from both of them now. So Fran?
Okay, well, it's great to see you all tonight, and it was great to have this meeting scheduled as an incentive to actually shower and put makeup on and get clean clothes on. Somebody sent me a funny meme that said, 8 p.m. is the official time to change from your day PJs to your night PJs. So I even went for my walk in my night and day PJs today. So good to see you all. Unlike Dina, my whole reason for becoming an Arbonne consultant was the nutrition. It was what made me say, let me reconsider and take a look at this business a little closer. But I was, probably 10 pounds overweight, even though I was a distance runner, and I could never really figure that out. And I didn't have a whole lot of energy during, the later parts of the day. And I always felt bloated after meals, and I always had stomach issues that I could never quite figure out. I took a look at this a little bit closer because, my girls are both competitive runners and my son's a weightlifter, and I had been reading more about how whey and casein as protein drinks are really not that good for you. The whey is loaded with all the chemicals the cows get, the hormones, and that casein can cause long-term liver damage. And then, of course, all the sports drinks are, artificial color, artificial sweetener, artificial flavoring. So I don't know why they give those out after every single sports event. But when I heard that we actually had that, I was, curious. So I took a look at the 30-day, and this was in 2015, which was the most stressful year in my entire life. I went through almost every major change that you could go through in your life. And so I was slowly putting on more weight, and I was probably put on another 10 pounds. And I was like, I've got to do something. This stress eating is getting to me. And when I took a look at this, I realized how easy it was to follow. Having the support group, the Facebook group was amazing and very easy to understand, because there's just like one post every day teaching me, okay, maybe dairy's not my friend. maybe gluten is not my friend. So I did it, and I gave up all these things. And my favorite things of those things you give up are wine and coffee. And I'm going along 2 weeks. And the first thing I noticed was I was sleeping much better, and I started to have a little more energy. But I was still kind of like, okay, well, where's the weight loss coming from? And not everybody does this to lose weight. People do it for different reasons, but that was my number one reason. And I, the third week, I started to drink the cleanse, which is a part of this program. And in the third week, I lost 8 pounds. I was floored. I've never lost 8 pounds at once like that. And, I might lose a pound here or there. So I was very happy with it. Oh, there we go. There's 2015, and this was last year. So every year I've done it twice a year. I do it usually in January, usually in June before the beach. And the next 3 times I did it, I lost 4 more pounds. But the beauty of the 30-day was I never gained the weight back, because I had learned what wasn't serving me. I never went back to having dairy, having gluten. I moderated my coffee. I used to drink that all the time in the afternoon when I was sleepy. And now my favorite thing is the Fizz Stick. The Fizz Stick. I'm not drinking one now. I was last week on the call because I was painting and all kinds of things. But this wonderful little treat, it has 55 milligrams of natural caffeine from the guarana plant. It's only 15 calories. It's got fizz like a soda, so it's a little sparkly. They taste great. We have several flavors, pomegranate and citrus. It has antioxidants to help fight free radicals, which we all need right now, especially. They're maltodextrin free, and they're very low calorie. They also combine to help you with controlling your metabolism, boosting that up. The chromium helps support your blood sugar, so there's never a spike in your blood sugar. And the taurine in it is an amino acid, and that helps support energy. I just can't say enough about these. They're just great. You can chuck them in your purse or your wallet or whatever, and just add it to a bottle of water. You need a little space so it doesn't fizz over. But I was once at a swim meet, and I was handing one to a friend of mine, and the man behind me said, "I'll pay you $4 if you have an extra one." So unfortunately I didn't, but these things are hot, hot tickets. My second favorite product is the shake. And this is my breakfast every single morning. You get 20 grams of vegan protein, so no more whey and casein. It is yellow pea, cranberry, and brown rice that you're getting your protein from. We have chocolate and vanilla and cinnamon roll and birthday cake, marble cake flavor right now, some special flavors. But you can have these in the 30-day for breakfast and lunch. And in the morning, I add a Digestion Plus, which Amber is going to tell you a little bit more about, but also a scoop of fiber. I actually only use a half a scoop, and it's like 15 calories for half a scoop. And this really helps keep you full through lunchtime. It's 12 grams of fiber. It's almost half your daily recommended allowance for fiber. And it really fills you up. But what I do in the morning is, the Digestion Plus, the fiber in my shake, and I always add ice, and I always use coconut milk or almond milk, and add some other fruit, like a half an avocado, a scoop of almond butter, various nuts, scoops of coconut, I mean, and we have hundreds of recipes out there, but it never seems boring if you think, oh, I don't like to drink my breakfast. Well, I love it because it's like on the go. I make it and I'm out the door, on my way to the first meeting I have or whatever. And I just love being able to take my breakfast with me and enjoy it, not have to rush it and scarf it down really fast. Um, so in the end, like I had so much energy when I finished this. I started lifting weights, and I started, running long distance again. And last November, I did the half marathon, and I'm 55 now for 2 more days. And I beat my like 45-year-old time, and I was pretty psyched about that. I was like, okay, I'm aging backwards, and I love this program. And people started asking me, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I started just sharing it. And that's the beauty of this. It is just so easy to talk about because people are asking. It's not like I'm always bringing it up. And I love my clients and family have done this and just have had amazing results. And that is the beauty of it, is helping other people feel better about themselves. It's one thing to help yourself, but it's 10 times better to help someone else feel better. And so I'm going to pass it along to Amber Fry now, who has had some amazing results herself. And I've learned so much from all of her sharing on the 30-day.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be sharing my story with the 30 days. I think stories are really powerful. That's how I learned about Arbonne and learned about the 30 days, was just someone sharing her testimony and her experience with this. And I was like, this is a real life person that I know. And it was just, it inspired me to do this. So a little bit of my backstory: I was very athletic. You know, I did a lot of different things like rock climbing, and I did triathlons and marathons back in my 20s. I know I look like I'm like 16, but I'm turning 36 this year. And I would say thanks to Arbonne, like my skin and my health has never been better. But you know, like in my 20s, I was really confused. I had had debilitating migraines since the age of 13, stomach issues ever since I can remember. And I just was, I was frustrated. I was confused. I don't know if anybody can resonate with that, but I was looking for something. I experienced when I did this. I have not had a migraine for over 7 years, no more stomach issues. And, you know, every single time I do it, it's like a different experience. And it's really cool to see how in different times of my life, it has been a total lifesaver. You know, I have a 16-month-old babe now. So life looks like very different since the first time I did this program. But even postpartum, this was like really amazing for me, just to reset, get my body back and feel like me. And you know, it can help rebalance hormones and all kinds of things. So I know a lot of people are commenting in the chat section, but you know, whether you're suffering from anxiety or feeling even anxious where you are right now, you know, maybe even stuck in your house, I feel like this is like the best thing you could jump into. But just having that mental clarity and beautiful skin and good digestion and stomach issues, kind of get rid of those and having better energy. I mean, who doesn't want to feel better? So I wanted to just share some of my fun favorite things that I love every single morning. I'm kind of addicted to routine, and if it makes me feel good, I'm just going to continue doing that. So like my big thing is doing Digestion Plus. I know Fran talked about that, but you know, it's these little sticks that come in this box. I love this because I was the girl with all the stomach issues, like always, like I'm in my family, I was just always the person with the issues, you know? So I love this because it really did help me not, you know, people with Crohn's disease or IBS or just any kind of issue, you should absolutely use this. It's going to really help you. And then if you also have skin issues, it kind of combats those two. Just think of it like your stomach's army. And I think if you start your morning with that, I actually do a gut shot every morning, and I add that with my greens. If you've not yet tried this, or you're interested in something like this is a way that you can get your full color spectrum of your fruits and vegetables. So it's like packed full with all the things your body's craving. And I love the Digestion Plus. It's a probiotic, prebiotic, and has 11 live digestive enzymes in it. And I'm not going to get all nerdy and geeky about it and what kind it is. It is a Bacillus coagulin kind of probiotic, but who cares? I'm just going to tell you one fact, one love. I love it. It helped me feel better. And the greens, I really feel like fuels me and gives me lots of energy throughout the day. Especially for people like that are super busy. Maybe you feel like you're not flooding your body with those kinds of things. Another one of my favorites is the 7-day body cleanse. This comes in with your 30 days. Comes in like a packet. It has like lemon and ginger and aloe, which have an affinity to like soothe the GI tract, and really I think aloe is helpful for like lubrication in a way, you know, just kind of like helping things pass really gently. It also has magnesium in it, which is fuel for your intestines. So you can kind of think of like Pac-Man, I guess, like it kind of munches the nasties out. So I love this. It tastes yummy, tastes like lemonade. It's really, really delicious. Fran already talked about it, but it is definitely one that I like to do 2 or 3 times a year. It really, really resets me. And the detox tea, I don't know if I have a box up here. I think I do. Who cares about the box? We care what's inside and how it tastes. That's me, because I care about taste. It is the best herbal tea I have ever had. I'm a total tea drinker. I don't drink coffee anymore. Call me crazy, but I just love the fizz sticks and I love the tea. I drink it morning. I drink it night. It tastes so yummy. It's delicious. It has milk thistle and all these things that help, that, you know, soothe and support your organs as it's working overtime to like really eliminate and detox. But it just tastes so good. I'm like, I really could sip on this tea all day and you don't need to add anything into it. So it's really, really good. I think that one is like a common, you should have this like as a staple that stays in your cabinet all the time. So I don't know if I missed anything. Feel free to pipe in, Dina or Fran, but I think what's so cool about this is that I call it kind of a clean eating program for dummies. It is so easy. You know, I think that sometimes I've always been weary of diets, and I don't even like the word diet because it has the word die in it. It's not a diet. It just helps you kind of get back to thinking about the foods that you're putting in your body, and it helps you understand what foods are serving you. And honestly, I felt more connected to my body and I felt more full than I had ever felt outside of, you know, if I did anything else, I always felt super, super hungry and angry. So I was hangry all the time. So I just love that it kept me full. I could get the stuff that I needed to do throughout the day. I felt really, really good. But then the easy part is that we have a Facebook group that supports you, where you can ask questions. You can download all your files. You have your personal consultant who's going to be walking you through the program. You also get weekly meals and weekly shopping lists, which make it really simple. Especially, I'm even thinking about like during this time, I love the fact that it's just so simple. And you also get like all kinds of things like snack ideas and smoothie recipes and really everything that you would need. And then the foods that you're taking out is just for, you know, 30 days. It's not like forever, but I love that it's just removing some of those foods that are allergenic, addictive, acidic, just, you know, processed foods, things that we don't really, really need. So that is my rundown of the 30 days. It really did change my life. I'm going to do this the rest of my life and continue sharing it. I think that's the thing. If you feel this good, it's kind of hard not to share it with other people. And I care too much about people feeling their best, because then we all start treating each other amazing. So the coolest part about this is that we always have new groups starting. So the next group is actually April 6th. So if you are interested in just trying this, here's the no-brainer. And this is why I decided to jump in. And this is the end of our call tonight. But we have a 45-day money back guarantee, and this is a 30-day program. You guys do the math. If you love it, keep it. Keep doing it. You're gonna probably get addicted to the fizz sticks and the protein and the ease and how amazing you feel. But if you don't have any results and you're like, nah, didn't like it, you can send it back. It's a 30-day program. So I recommend just giving it a 30-day shot. That is the only reason why I jumped into this, because I was weary. I was nervous, probably a lot like Dina. So I hope you guys just feel amazing. My wish is that we all just continue feeling healthy and we just keep taking care of each other, especially during this virus and not feeling amazing. And if you're feeling a little cuckoo and a little cooped up, maybe a routine and something like this would be really helpful for you. So I hope you guys have a really amazing night, and jump into this 30 days April 6th if you want to join us. I'll talk to you soon.
Good night, everyone.